All right. So my name is Melissa Salazzo, and I am the Career Tech Planning District Consultant for State Support Team Region 13 in the Cincinnati area. And with me, I have some of my colleagues from State Support Team and Tech Prep, and we'll introduce them a little bit in a little bit. But if they want to wave, go ahead and give a wave. Um, Right. So welcome again. And I just wanted to reiterate our why for planning this series. We we've done some things in the past about graduation and industry recognized credentials and helping people plan for our new graduation requirements in the state of Ohio. But I really wanted to reiterate that it's because of the students, right? We want to make sure our students are able to access meaningful careers in their future. And it starts with what we do and how we help them plan for those things in high school. So keep that in mind as you go throughout the day. I know sometimes we get caught up in process and planning and requirements, but it's not about us as adults, it's about them and their future. So I'm going to just reiterate or review a few of the slides from the graduation presentations that the department has shown in the past for graduation requirements. And if this is brand new to you, please reach out to your state support team consultant or your tech prep consultant and tell them that you want a review of the graduation requirements. We know that new people come into roles each year. You know, maybe you were an elementary focused administrator or teacher, and now you're in the high school and it's a new game for you. So we totally understand that, and we're happy in here to help you navigate that. So this is one of the slides from the presentation that the department, the Office of Graduate Success, goes over. And this is competency alternative called career readiness. And the competency alternatives are available once you have tested your students twice in Algebra 1 and English Language Arts Level 2. So if a student is not successful in Algebra 1, you can provide remediation, extra content, reteaching whatever the student needs, and then test them a second time. And if they're not successful that second time, then you can move to these competency alternatives. That doesn't mean that you can't start planning for the competency alternatives early on. You have access to student data from the middle school, and so you know more than likely what students are going to struggle on your end of course assessments. So planning and implementing some credentialing or some graduation seals early can just boost your students' confidence, because if they are a freshman and have 3 credential points and are working towards seals, they're going to feel more excited about continuing and finishing and moving towards graduation. The reason we focus so much on this competency alternative is because it prepares students for their future, and it gives you more bang for your buck, so to speak. If your students earn a group of 12, a 12-point industry credential or a grouping of 12 points, then students will also earn this industry recognized credential seal. And students need 2 seals to graduate. One of those seals has to be a state issued seal, and the industry credential is a state issued one. So, and it also counts for one of these foundational demonstrations for the graduation piece as part of their new requirements. And then if you focus on the Earn the Ohio Means Jobs Readiness seal, that is a foundational or a supporting demonstration of the career readiness alternative. And it also provides the state issued seal for the Ohio Means Jobs Readiness. And this is free. It takes some time to check mark things and make sure the students have completed things, but this costs no money. So we focus on these 2 things a lot because we find the most success with those. And again, if this is new to you, please reach out to one of us for some assistance, and we'll be happy to review everything with you. So pathways to graduation. As we've begun implementing these most recent graduation requirements, this Venn diagram gives you a visual representation of our efforts. Right, we've looked at student interest, we've looked at community or regional or local employment needs, and we've done the reliable, achievable options. And we've done this one really well. We've gone for those low hanging fruits that are easy and they ensure students are going to graduate. So we've focused on FEMA, CPR, stop the bleed, driver's license, anything that can give us 1 or 2 points, and that might be free. And while I understand the costs involved and all that stuff, I want to ask you, and you don't have to respond in the chat or say anything. This is just for you to think about. But how do those credentials really help prepare students for life after high school? If they're not going into the field of public safety, those FEMA credentials are probably not going to help them. CPR, hopefully we won't have to use it in our lifetime, but I do agree that's a good one to know. And driver's license, of course, we need that. But those big points from the FEMA credentials, that's just something I want you to think about. Now, as we move and improve our practices and refine our processes and planning, we should start to see these 3 circles overlap. So the student interests, the community and regional employment needs, and then those achievable options, right? We should have more information now so we can start shifting those circles to align better. And students are going to have more choice as we do this. And then finally, soon, hopefully, those circles will overlap. Now, I recognize it's a work in progress. We're not all there yet. And probably not many schools around the state are here yet, but we want to keep working towards this because that's what our purpose is. We want to make sure students have a meaningful career option in the future that's going to meet some local needs and that they can achieve. So next, I just want to reiterate, I want to give you like another perspective of what I just mentioned with those Venn diagrams. Another way to express it is to talk about a student's PINs, their preferences, interests, needs, and strengths. And in Ohio, we're required to have transition plans for students with disabilities, and the PINs are a component of those plans. Similarly, a student's graduation plan can identify each child's strengths, preferences, interests, and needs, along with their career goals. So through our planning and programming during high school, we can make sure that we get all of their needs met. We can really get a strike and knock it out of the park for the kids. So just be thinking about that as you listen today and over the next few sessions about, what kinds of things can we do and where can we go next with our planning to help our students be ready for their future. So just a couple reminders about Zoom. All of the sessions are going to be held via Zoom. And this is the black bar here. I broke it into 2 sections just for ease of viewing on your screen. But this is a toolbar. It's probably located at the bottom of your screen. And you can mute yourself. You can show your face. The people that are coming to present have taken time today to meet with you. So if you're able and can share and say hi, go ahead and turn your screen on. The chat is located a little to the right of the video button, and you can use that to ask your questions and share your thoughts. The captions will be on. We've had a couple glitches this morning with captions, but we're trying our best to get that worked out. So if you need captions and it's not appearing, please try and turn that on locally. Then you can also use your reactions and raise your hand button so that the people monitoring the chat can easily get to you and get your questions answered. All of the sessions will be recorded, and they're going to be posted on the Google site as soon as possible. We've already got a few from this morning up on the site. So you'll be able to go back and check things, or if you wanted to go to 2 things at the same time, you'll be able to grab that. I want to walk you through the website because so much information is on here. And once we leave this session, I won't be talking to you live again until February, more than likely. So for our link to the website is, I'm going to put this in the chat for you. You might want to bookmark it so you have it at the ready. Or, for today, put it in your browser and just leave it up so you can find things easily. On the main page, it's just the overview of our flyer that we sent out, the screen, these alternative demonstrations of competency, and then these links down here will take you to places that you need. At the top, it's kind of the tabs or the little sandwich menu, but it's spread out. So updates and info, it has a day schedule at a glance for today. So as you scroll down to the afternoon, we're here at 12:30. And then at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and 3 o'clock, these sessions will be offered in engineering, manufacturing, construction, and transportation. We did have a late cancellation, so we have linked a previously recorded session at 3 o'clock for helping students find the right career fit. It is not a credential. It's more about how you do career planning and some activities for your students. Also at the bottom of this page, you'll see a link to feedback. The feedback is for the whole day, and we didn't want to bombard you with lots of links for each session, so we've just asked for feedback for the overall day. And then a link to the certificate request form. Chances are your host for each session will put that in their chat in each session. But if you need a certificate later on, you're welcome to come back here. It's the honor system. So you just need to fill that form out to get a certificate. And I do apologize, but you'll have to fill it out for each session you attend. Because we're doing it on the honor system, there is no way for us to take attendance and double check. So if you need a certificate, just fill that out as many times for the sessions you attend. And if you watch something on demand, same thing. You can go back and grab your session certificate after the fact. Then going back to the top in that menu bar, today, January 4th, we have, if you scroll down, and I know there's a lot of information on here, hopefully I'm not going too fast. Here are the sessions for this afternoon, and they're all set up pretty much the same way. Engineering and Manufacturing Career Field, hosted by Stacia and Matt. Their information is linked there, so if you have a quick question about one of these sessions, you can email them. And then below are the titles of the sessions, the Zoom link you will need, and a link to the website or materials. If they haven't provided us materials, and they do, later we'll put those there. Somebody earlier had a question about the Zoom link. It took you to like a redirection page. If you just click on that link a second time, it should open up Zoom for you. And so the rest of these sessions are listed below. Construction Career Field, hosted by Megan. We've got the Home Builders Institute, Carpenters International Trading Fund, and NCCER. And then this afternoon in transportation, we have Drivers Resource Center about how to get students started on their CDL, and Unmanned Safety Institute. This is a repeat from this morning, but Scott is going to focus on more about how the drones are used in the transportation field, career field. So then other things coming up, we have the middle school CTE's career advising. Chelsea from the department is offering 3 sessions. They're all the same, but we wanted to give you a variety of days and times that you could schedule to work so it would work best in your schedule. The first one of these is tomorrow. Then if you go over here to more, February 21st, there will be another day like today where we'll focus on human services, education, hospitality, health, IT, and IT. And we'll probably have law and public safety. I skipped that one. We'll probably have a few more things that appear in all career fields. Then April 16th, we're going to have a promising practices share. And I definitely would encourage you to attend that session. This session will highlight things happening throughout the state that help our students get to and through graduation. It can be anything from career advising, specialized programming, industry recognized credentials, putting CTC into your schools, all kinds of things. So we're excited about that, and we'll have more information soon. Then in May, our tech prep partners are going to go have a day about the industry recognized credentials and all the nuts and bolts about how you go about implementing the things you're learning about today and in February into your program at school. On the resource tab, more resources here, a couple things from the governor's office, the department. This is a great video from Kevin Fleming about how we need to redefine our goals for education. And then these are links to two previous industry recognized credential fairs. There's different information on each one. Let me go back to those two. So contact information. This last page, I saw Lisa joined us. We have the state support team consultants listed here. And then we also have our tech prep partners. Scrolling down here, these are our chief administrators. The tech prep partners also have regional consultants. So we don't have everybody listed there, but there are more people that work with tech prep. And then if you're wondering what region you fall in for state support team or tech prep, the state support team map is here, and right below is the Ohio College Tech Prep map, so you know who to contact. Then these two items I'm going to show you right now, I'm going to put a disclaimer on. They're still a work in progress, and we'll be updating those, but I want to show you what's here. So this is a quick PowerPoint of all the credentials that are found in every single career field. Some of those you're going to, we had this morning, we had Lead for Change and Leader in Me. So you can take a look at those. And then also we're going to have some sample credential packages, like how you could use the information you're learning today to create one of those meaningful 12-point credential bundles for your students. So this one is not quite finished yet, but it we'll just keep adding to it. And just remember to refresh your browser when you start looking at something, and then it will update to the most recent information. So Megan, Kathy, Lisa, Rita, Pam, would any of you like to say hello?
I'd just like to say hello. Thank you for attending the session. And I also like to thank Melissa for all her hard work and her team and putting this all together.
I'll just say hello as well. It was great sessions this morning, so I look forward to the sessions this afternoon.
I'm Kathy, Northwest Tech Prep CA, and just want to again thank Melissa and her whole crew. This has just been amazing so far, and we're excited to watch the rest of it and to be able to partner and help out any way we can. So thanks and welcome.
Hi, this is Rita Graff with Southwest Tech Prep. I have the privilege of working with Melissa in Region 13. So I'm really excited about all this information that has been shared today. Like you said, this morning has been wonderful. Looking forward to this afternoon, and thanks for the SST team and everyone that's worked on this and trying to pull this all together. It's very organized and it's been great.
Hello, Megan Horstmeyer from 13 also. I'm excited to be here, and I'll be doing the construction career cluster. So if you join me over in construction.
All right. Does anyone have any questions about navigating this afternoon? If you do, don't hesitate to email me. I've been fielding questions throughout the day, and I'm happy to try and help you troubleshoot. If you've got a question, I'll put my email in the chat for you. And then from that, I'll just sign off and encourage you to have a great day and a great afternoon. And then we hope to see you back for a middle school session and our session in February. Thanks for attending and have a great afternoon.